welcome to Charmed Life. I am your host, Tricia Carr, and I'm really glad to spend this time with you on all of the episodes. And I have another special one that I'm offering you today. This one is an excerpt from a class that I did. It's actually a channeled message from an archangel called Zadkiel. So this is a channeled message and attunement from Archangel Zadkiel. And the class was offered in 2019 to my Mystic Arts Academy. And the topic was the human spirit. I did a trilogy of classes, channeled messages from archangels on the human mind, the human body, and the human spirit. And I offered a few episodes back an excerpt from the one on the human mind, and this one is from Archangel Zadkiel on the human spirit. I wanted to offer it now at the time that I am because in it we actually do a healing technique, a modality. And if you want to listen to this as sort of in the altered state so that you can drift and be in the meditative state and the imagery journeying state so that you can actually commune and be there in spirit. So, if you want to actually pause the recording in a moment or pause the episode, I should say, and do an easy meditation first, that might be good. Or you can just sort of ease in the state as we do it. Close your eyes, breathe, and visualize, pretend, or imagine what is happening on the spirit plane as this healing technique, this healing modality with the violet flame is being offered. And so we could use a lot of healing right now. And it's an evergreen kind of experience. It could be used at any time. So if you want to take into it something specific, that would be great. Or if you want to leave it more open-ended, that would be great too. And so if you want to listen to it this first time, actually joining in that meditative state, and feel free to another time to actually listen to it again consciously. So, and like pause it and take notes. And if you want to jot down exactly what the process is, or even a little bit generally what the process is, I think that would be great. And then that application will have it sort of mapped back into the subconscious because writing is both conscious and subconscious. And then you can utilize it yourself or for others. And with that, I hope you enjoy this channeled attunement and healing technique from Archangel Zadkiel working with the violet flame. And as we allow the tone to activate the human body, the human mind, and the human spirit, we enter into a sacred space of communion with ourselves, with one another, and with spirit. And we pray for the activation, the attuning, the understanding that will affect evolution, expansion, and manifestation toward the highest good for one and for all. And having spoken these words, and having set the intention, we affirm that it is truth. And calling into this space and through this vessel, this channel, the energy that is called by humans Archangel Zadkiel, and any and all attending energies that are known and not yet known to the human understanding. We use this portal of the benevolent energy named Zadkiel as a way to step into the highest good, to align. And by the law of positive expectation, and with the intention set, we affirm that it is. And so your call is answered, and we come to you, dear ones, meeting you upon the energy that you set forth. And we come as a collective with the face of the Archangel named Zadkiel in the front. We come with joy, we come with pleasant energy, and with so many greetings of love and of acceptance. And this is the energy we extend to you at the forefront, acceptance, because we ask you, sweet ones, that you accept yourselves, because this is the energy of integration. This is the aligning energy that you did call forth. And so we say, in truth, you are always aligned, and we ask you to accept this alignment in yourselves. And it begins with the simplest and most obvious ways to accept yourselves, to state, I love myself. I know myself. I am myself. For you are the individuation of the one energy, of God energy, of source energy. And as such, you are treasured and you are beloved. And so we shall call you beloved henceforth in this session. And you ask about the human spirit, having allowed yourselves to enter into a study upon the human body and the human mind. And we say these are inseparable, as they are inseparable from the one, and they are inseparable from the all. And you are inseparable from the all. And as it concerns the aspect of the human spirit, we point you to the energy. We point you to the understanding of energy, and we also ask you to move beyond and above it. We ask you to drop and release all preconceptions that you have of the words that are signposted as spirit and energy. But since we do not intend to create brand new language for you, our beloveds, we will start with the word energy. We ask you to think of energy at this time as one of your translucent materials, something akin to a rubber that is clear, something that can pick up impressions. We say, this is the kind of aspect we want you to place upon your human spirit. We want you to think of it as a clean slate. If you think of it as gelatinous or you think of it as something that is dense, very impressionable, this is what energy is. This is what spirit is. And the human spirit is the illusion of a separated experience of that energy. And this is God's will. This is aligned for it to be thought of as such. We say, you may hold the illusion and hold the completion at once. And this is a part of the game that you play upon the journey of walking the earth, creating a human physical form. And we say that as you create the human physical form with your spirit, with your energy, you are also co-creating all of the other physical forms. Everything around you is a representation of the energy that is you. And so we say you may look across your home, and you may look across your environment, and you may look across your television sets and your internet, and you may look across at anything that is in your awareness. And we say this is an expression of the energy that is fundamentally you. And if you can at once hold the illusion of it being separate and being complete at the same time, then you start to get the idea of how to understand human spirit. We do not ask you to deny the illusion of separation. This is the intention that you have as being an incarnated one, to hold the illusion of separation while creating from the space of connectedness, of completion. We say these words as an attunement. If they seem to boggle the mind and the understanding, we say, well, that's jolly well indeed, because sometimes that mind and that bodily experience needs to be jostled and needs to be jogged so that something new can land afresh inside that spirit of yours. And now back to the metaphor that we give you of the gelatinous gel material, the rubbery material that is clear and transparent and translucent and very, very impressionable. And so this is what we would like for you to accept as your energy, as your spirit. We want to state to you that your spirit is innocent. Energy, the fundamental block of everything, and the only thing that truly is innocent. And we use this word as it has emotional loading, as humans tend to say in this current age. Emotional loadedness, meaning that it has impressions attached to it, connotations. Innocence, having a hearkening back to times of punishment, to times of extreme persecution. And these persecutions are going on in such minute and multiplicitous ways that they are just as extreme as the dramatic kinds of persecutions where humans would put one on a stake and burn them to the ground. We say that these persecutions are micro and they are many. They are legion. And as Christ called out of the man the legion of demons, these are the persecutions that humans are experiencing upon their spirit at this time. We do not intend to take you into the darkness to leave you there, but we do intend to help you to come out of the illusion and come to the masterful position by showing you what is going on in the current time that you're in. And we say there is great hope. Beyond hope, there is actually truth that overrides all of this experience. As ones who are sensitive, as ones who are lighting and showing the way, we recognize that you experience these impressions upon your dear innocent spirit more than any. We understand that you are the ones who are absorbing and experiencing, whether for yourselves or for others, these micro and multiplicitous persecutions, as it is in the new way that you are communicating, this relative new way where one is communicating remotely and through seemingly countless inputs all at once, through the different ways that you experience media, telecommunications, and other forms of information that you are receiving. We say that there are micro persecutions happening all around you. And the ones that you see about you that you wish to be the healer for, and yet somehow you're not able to, we say, understand this truth about them. And you need not hold the persecution on their behalf, because this would be to create the impressions upon your own energy. We say, hold the light and the innocence of the spirit. Hold the innocence of your own spirit fundamentally, and this will communicate in your subconscious communication rather than your overt communications in the media and in the telecommunications and the electronic, non-local communications. We say, utilize the energy of your true heart telepathy and telepathy by allowing your spirit to be pure and innocent. And this will offer the purity, the innocence, the redemption, the cleansing, the forgiveness to the other. And so we give you this up front, how to offer it to another, because we know that this motivates you. As ones who identify with the terms of light worker, the ones who identify with the terms of healer, and we recognize you as such as we stand over your world and we see the lights so very bright in the vast array of the populace. And we see you lighting up as much as the innocence of nature. We see your spirits lighting up. And we say, it is you who is even more under the persecution, because you hold your own persecutions and then you identify with others as you intend to heal. And we say that your work is being well served, that the time is coming now, that the light that you are holding is spreading, and it is spreading even more. And we give this to you so that you may take it with you on another day when it seems hopeless, when there may be a day that you are looking at media or you're looking at news or you're looking at a dear loved one, another beloved of yours, and your heart is feeling pain on their behalf. We say, hold faith, dear one. Our beloveds, it is actually working. The efforts, the interest, the intention. Fundamentally, it is always the intention. Your intention is pure and innocent like your energy, and it is unfolding. And we say, be in that unfoldment at this time, that the work has been done. The process of ascension is already accomplished. Now, say with us, in your mind, in your heart, in your body, in your spirit, say, the ascension has occurred, and I am in the ascension. The ascension has occurred, and I am in the ascension. All of my brethren are in the ascension with me. We are ascended, we are ascended, we are ascended. And as you are all ascended, you are brought back to the innocent nature of your spirit. And so we bring you back to this word of innocence. The energy of Archangel Zadkiel is known as that of mercy, of memory, of forgiveness. And we call in these states as in the light of each. We call in these states as already being done, in the way that we have asked you to say that we are in the ascension. Because as the spirit may be tarnished in one perspective, in one dimensionality of reality, that there is the micro impressions of persecution upon the spirit. We say the higher truth is the truth that actually reigns, and that is of the innocence and the purity. And when being in the innocence and the purity, you're not in the unknowing of the persecutions that have occurred. You are in the healer space. You do not resonate with the energies and you do not hold the impressions, yet you can see them. And this is the distinction. This is the distinction of being a healer and a healed healer. And you are this at this time. This activation speaks into your energy and purifies and clarifies and forgives and redeems and resets and activates the power of the truth of your energy. And so as it concerns the things that you remember, the things that are deep in the unconscious, we say to you that as you remember, as the memory is utilized to recall things that might be horrific or painful or difficult, or to be able to see others who are going through the pain and the difficulty of the illusion rather than the joy and the creative expression of the illusion, we say that once that those painful and negating memories are brought to the awareness, we say goodbye to them, because they are just leaving your pure innocent energy field. And the higher memory, the true memory of you being one with the source and one with purity, and one being the master of the illusion and the completion at once, we say this is where you shall dwell, and this is where you do dwell. And we offer you this in the simplest form. It is sometimes hard for humans to allow things to be simple. And we say that your spirit, your energy, is innocent and nothing but something that can receive impressions or release all impressions and hold the higher truth of purity and clarity and innocence while observing the illusion in the ways that it may be difficult and painful. We say, bless from this place. Bless the painful aspect of the illusion, for it is actually creating expansion. When you're able to step outside of the experience and above and beyond it, and to look at it with clarity, then you are redeeming it by your view. We say, in this way, you come into alignment and you see with the eyes of God. You see with the eyes of pure creation. When you observe it without allowing it to be impressed upon your energy, then you are actually transmuting and redeeming it without needing it to look any different. This is where humans get hung up in thinking that when something is healed, it must be experienced as something completely different. And that is not the necessary truth of healing. The only necessary truth of healing is to be above and beyond, and to be in the aspect of intention and holding the higher truth. It is difficult for humans to acknowledge both the higher truth and the lower truths at the same time. And when we say truth as in the aspect of it being a lower truth, this lower dimensionality, this is a small t. Rather, we would prefer to call this a reality. It is one reality. For when something is true, it is true from all infinite perspectives. But a reality is something that is transient, from non-physical to partially physical to physical. And we ask you to be in the higher aspect, seeing from truth of a reality. And one of those realities is just as expansive and offers just as much lesson as the clarity of standing above it and beyond it. And that is where the true healed healer lives. And we offer to you now an exercise, an activation. And as we do this, we form a circle around you, any and all who would come into this experience at all time and space. We stand in an outer circle, and we ask you in your mind and in your intention to stand on the inner circle. And as we all stand together, we focus our attention into the center of this circle inside a circle. And in the center of it is a light, an intense light. This is a flame of the violet ray. This amethyst, rich, glowing, brilliant flame. We all create it together. We call it in, for this exists in a higher plane. This amethyst violet flame, raging in purity, in the center of the circle, inside the circle. We have been planning this event in eternity, in all time, above and beyond the experience of time. And so, beloved, we say welcome to this experience that you have been co-creating and co-planning in infinity of all direction. And with this violet flame that rages in the most positive way, that builds and excites in the center of the circle, inside the circle, we hearken you to the attention of its color. Its color being that which you associate with your crown, the violet, the amethyst. We say that it also holds the energies of platinum and white, energies that are purifying and clarifying. The platinum color of the energy of Mercury, your physical element of Mercury, and also the planet Mercury being charged into this fire, this flame. Communication, connection, and allowing it to be the amethyst color, the color of one thought, of one mind, the higher thought in the higher mind. And as we co-create this event of this violet fire, allow it to be in your mind's eye or in the feeling of your heart. With your intention, you welcome it into your energy. And we ask you to make your choice to cast upon the violet flame the many and multitudinous micro-persecutions that you have experienced, whether literally as a witness or in the soul memory that you hold. Cast it upon the violet flame. You may know these individually, or you may have them all collected into one casting, and you may allow them to be thrown into and transmuted by the amethyst flame. With your intention alone, as you throw these and cast these upon this amethyst flame, you are setting the intention for great expansion, to more consciously, in the fullness and wholeness of your being, of your journey, and of the collective journey, to be in the energy of the ascension. And now, if you so choose, you may walk your entire being into the amethyst flame, where you will not be harmed. Anything that has been judged as harm will fall away. The true memory will emerge, the purity and the clarity of energy, of spirit. For this flame is energy doubled over 1 trillion times, so that it may impact a shaking off and a shaking down of any resonance with energies that are negating the truth of what the human spirit is. This purifies and clarifies and brings you into the memory of what you truly are. And allowing yourselves to walk into the flame. And feeling, beloveds, as you return to who you really are. As you call in the fullness of your ascension activation. As you awaken spiritual DNA and the matrix that you have created of your energy, and you allow to go dormant anything that is no longer in the part of the illusion that is also in the part of the completion. And so nothing is lost. Nothing is lost, but everything is forgiven and redeemed in the amethyst violet flame. And as you join your space back in the circle within the circle, with your intention, you may collectively, as we all join together our intentions, and we will see this flame grow and spread. And as it does, you take a step back from the circle within the circle and intertwine into one circle, so that you stand shoulder to shoulder with archangelic, with interdimensional, with master, with the spirit of the one. And the violet amethyst flame continues to grow. And we all together are collected within it. Joining now by the oracle of the human heart. We honor the experience of the heart, allowing that violet flame to find its home within it, and feeling an individuated aspect of that violet flame within your heart, and another aspect of it moving all the way up and sprouting out of the top of your energy field, and another aspect of it moving all the way down and connecting out to the bottom of your energy field. And connecting this all together, we honor the human heart. And we say that this is your portal to remember what the truth of your energy is, your innocence, your purity, your clarity. And we have you to take away with you, as you continue to create your time, the experience of the violet flame. You may experience it inside your heart and where you carry it at all times. And you may create this on your own or when you are gathered in a sacred intention as now. And you may step into the violet flame. Allow the amethyst flame to engulf and to cooperate with your ability to release and be in the ascension above and beyond, where your spirit is pure and clear. We offer our gratitude, our profound appreciation. We send our blessings, and we say that you are the way showers. And we thank you for the opportunity to be in the energy of the beautiful human spirit, our beloveds, our friends, our co-creators. Well, there you have it, you guys. What do you think? Feel free to make a comment if you're watching on YouTube. Let me know what you thought about it. Or if you have any questions, and if you're listening to the podcast, you can leave a review, and if there's a question there, then I'll see it. Or you could also just go to my website, and there's a contact form. You can fill that out if you have a question, or just any way that you could find me, social media and all that kind of stuff. You can find me, Tricia Carr. Anyway, but I would love to hear from you if you are so interested in engaging in that way. And tell me what it is that what you think about, or again, if you have any questions about this Archangel Zadkiel and the violet flame, because I found it really profound. So it was channeled. I had no idea that it was coming in advance. And so I actually have to listen to it again when I'm channeling like that, because my conscious mind is at most just observing. And as it's just observing and not really mapping it, then I'm not totally present. And so I have, essentially, you have amnesia. I have amnesia about it. And so I'm actually jotting down this particular modality as it came through so fluidly and without my expectation or prior knowledge that we would even be doing that modality. All right, guys. Well, I love you so much, and I really appreciate your connecting here. And if you know someone who might be interested in this, I would love to invite you to share it. And also just check out any of the things that are going on. You can go to my website, triciacarcharm.com. I have my Mystic Arts Academy. Membership is open for that. It's actually very affordable, and we have a beautiful kind of, almost like a consciousness project, a community, and we have classes twice per month. And also meet about weekly, almost every week. Some exceptions, sometimes about once per month. I might have an exception where I can't meet, and I lead us in meditations, live meditations, and hypno journeys. So check that out. Join the community if that interests you. And the next episodes coming up are going to be wonderful. I'll be interviewing folks as we have some really amazing guests who are coming up. I'm not going to tell you who they are. I've been teasing about one lately, and just waiting for the right time for these to drop as we're sort of all moving through some powerful stuff together. And so I'm wanting to do some things that are hopefully helpful. And with that, I really do just appreciate you so much for shining your beautiful light on our world. Thanks for tuning in. I love you, whoever you are.